Welcome to tutorialsinhand.com. In this video tutorial, we are going to learn what is bytecode in Java, and we will explain you the exact concept of compiling and executing the code to producing the bytecode, and how bytecode helps Java to become platform independent and portable language. So here we have already given the notes about what is the meaning of bytecode. So if anyone asks you the definition, you can give this answer that bytecode is a specialized set of instructions that is read, verified and understood by JVM. JVM is actually Java Virtual Machine, which is actually installed on each and every system, and it takes care of any bytecode related stuffs or Java related things in the system. So whenever we are executing any file, say hello.java, and we are compiling it, then a .class file is getting created at the class path, and this .class file is actually containing the specialized set of instructions containing the bytecode which can be executed by the JVM which is installed in the system. Instead of Eclipse, we are going to make use of Notepad, and in the Notepad we are going to write this simple hello program. We can also make use of Eclipse and we can write the program over there as well, but the problem is we will not be able to show you how the program exactly compiles. But here I want you to see how the program compiles using the command prompt. So if you want to open the command prompt, just search and type cmd. You will get the command prompt, open it, and you will get the command prompt opened. So I have already opened my command prompt. This is the file which is containing tih-hello.java class, and tih-hello.java class is at the path C drive, users and public. So I am currently at this place in the command prompt. So you need to be at the path where .java file is located, and to compile any Java file you should be aware that we use javac command, and then we make use of the file name. Our file name is tih-hello.java, and this is actually the file that contains a simple print statement which will print hello. But we are not executing, we are just compiling to see whether there is any compilation error or not, and whether our program compiles successfully or not. So let's press enter. See, the program successfully compiles and we are not getting any error. And now you will see one difference. Once we compile the code, a .class file is created at this path, and this is actually the class path where the .class file is created. That is the class path where .class file is created. I think you missed this one, so let me delete this once. tih-hello.class I will delete, and I will compile the code again. See, there is no .class file currently. We have only Java file, that is tih-hello.java. But once we compile the code, let's compile this once again, and once we compile the code you will see that a .class file will be created at that path. See, the compilation occurs and a .class file is created. Now this .class file contains bytecode, and if we try to edit this and see in the notepad, we will see some specialized set of instructions. See, a normal human being will not be able to understand what is exactly written over here, but means if I carry this file from this system to any other system, say Unix or Linux as well, or any other Windows system itself, we will be easily able to run this program and get the output over there, because we have this bytecode, and this bytecode can be easily interpreted by the JVM which is installed on that particular system, and that would help this program, that is Java, to become portable as well as a platform independent. And that is what we have explained over here. Whenever you compile the code, a .class file is getting created, and that consists of a special set of bytecodes that can be executed by JVM. And if you go below, we have already mentioned that this .class file contains something which a normal human being will not be able to easily understand, but JVM can easily understand that. The same thing is explained over here as well. If you want to see this, you can get this link in the description section of this video. At the same time, let's see how to run this. So if you want to run, you have to just have java and then tih-hello. In this case, you don't need to press .java. If you write Java TIH hello, you will see the output that is present in the program, that is hello. See, here we have output as hello, and that is getting printed over here on the console. So I guess now you have learned two things: where the bytecode is located, what is bytecode, and how bytecode helps Java to become platform independent, as well as how to execute the Java class file that we have created. Hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks for being with us. Keep learning, keep enjoying, and please like and subscribe our channel to help us motivate.